Attack on Titan or Shingeki No Kyojin is an anime and manga widely known because of succeeding in character development, storytelling, plot twists, and crazy cliffhangers. Also known for the exceptional work that Hiroyuki Sawano and Kota Yamamoto did on its soundtrack, taking us into an emotional roller coaster, making us feel encouraged and uplifted, as well as inner conflict, sadness, and absolute despair. But there are some details that no one is talking about its latest opening, The Rambling, and its latest ending or credit song or whatever it is, Under the Tree. Let's begin with the most spoilery opening of all time. Yes, I'm talking about This song starts with some vocals rambling, it's coming rambling. Yes, they should be illegal, but what I want you to listen to is the music intervals they are singing there. This music interval is known as a perfect fifth, and it's usually known in themes of characters and movies that are really heroic, such as the super classic Superman theme, the perfect example of heroism, a Star Wars main theme, even if we go to Marvel's productions, we can find some examples as the Avengers theme, if we know that the lyrics of this song are about Eren's point of view, it isn't crazy to think that The Rambling being sung with the heroic fifth interval can mean that his actions and greatest sin are coming out from a twisted sense of heroism. And we already know that his very controversial actions were driven because of protecting his friends and people in Paradise Island. And there are actually many people in Paradise Island that think of him as a hero. For them, he is the only one willing to put up a fight to protect them. From this point on, we will have two types of sections in this song. The first one, heavy, dark, and full of growls sections. The harmony in these sections is, for the most part, static, but there are some strings descending chromatically. The growls and this descend are showing us how Eren has become into a crazy monster, determined to slay humanity. The strings descending chromatically are an actually pretty common resource used since ages ago in all kind of suspense and horror movies, like Bela Bartok's music in The Shining, and even Jaws' theme, where they alternate between two notes in chromatic distances. So this is how chromatic sequences have been used to portray and describe horrorful scenes. And the second type of sections are clean vocals sections with a feeling of both heroism and sacrifice. Like these sections are being sung with a clean voice, more human, right? And with lyrics describing Eren's feelings and thoughts about his actions and current state of mind. These type of sections showcase the emotions and feelings Eren actually has, inner conflict, and a way to justify his ways. Alternating between these two sections, it's evident the inner conflict that Eren suffers. His resolve to get revenge and protect everyone he cares about, even if this means destroying the world, and that emotional side of him. And especially in the chorus, he is again heroic and willing to sacrifice everything. If I lose it, No matter if he loses it all, he will keep moving forward. Here he declares, I know that I'm going to suffer, but if that's the price I gotta pay, I will pay it gladly. And just after that, we have a brutal section again. A pretty painful conclusion if we pay attention to the last scene, where he seems to be screaming at the same time as the growls are happening. He has become a monster, but he's still feeling an unbelievable pain. If the Rambling's lyrics are about Eren's point of view, then Under the Tree's lyrics are about Mikasa's point of view, or no? The song starts like this.
Where are you at? Where have you?
A very low-pitched piano pattern alongside some pretty depressing lyrics of someone asking questions, someone aka Mikasa. Questions like, where are you at? Where have you been? What did that mean? Even things like, there are no answers for my questions. And believe me, that's our feeling when watching Attack on Titan. So this section is about a person asking questions without never getting an answer. Something like knocking on someone's door and never getting an answer, right? And that relates very, very well with the piano line, because the rhythm it's doing can be actually associated with knocking on someone's door. You knock once, nobody answers, and then you knock twice. But why the very, very heavy and low-pitched notes from this piano? Low notes are usually associated with weight. The bass in music is associated with weight. If that's right, we can deduce that Mikasa is knocking on a pretty heavy and giant door. A door that Eren locked, so no one can get inside his mind nor his heart at this point. As we continue through the verse, we see how this song is actually a love letter for AOT fans, with symbolic phrases like a bird, a butterfly, and my red star, or straightforward ones like the wall, the all forgotten war. After that, we listen to some interesting distorted guitars doing this pattern. And this pattern can be actually mimicking a march, whether it is the march of the colossal titans in the Rumbling, or how the Alliance is marching towards Eren. And now, just before the chorus section, something really interesting happens. After the lyrics, our time is getting over, we are getting older second by second. They alternate two chromatic notes. Yeah, again chromatisms. And this was a pretty clever idea, because alternating between two notes is usually a synonym of the clock is ticking or time is running up. Mission Impossible theme alternating very fast between two chromatic notes. Or again, just theme. Where they play two notes at a minor second distance and progressively start making this pattern more frequent. And finally, at the chorus, we have again some depressing lyrics. And I actually think that this section can be a little bit ambiguous, because sure, across the series we have watched how Eren is progressively getting more far apart from Mikasa, especially in the final season, part 1, where he told her some pretty harsh words to keep her apart from him. But let's think about this question and the next one. Why don't you want to stay with me? And why are you giving up on me? Can this be from Eren's point of view actually? In Seasons 4, episode 28, we saw how clearly Eren was asking Mikasa, hey, what are we? Are we like together, or am I friend-zoned? And his face of disappointment was evident. So who is the person that doesn't want to be with the other one. Also Mikasa being willing to stop Eren at any cost. She hasn't said that so far, but it's been hinted so many times that it may require her to kill him. If we think about that, she's the one giving up on him. And I wanna leave you with this one. At the end of the chorus and the song, some growl voices are singing. And again, Mikasa has always cared for Eren, and her sole mission in life has been protecting him so far. This can be from Mikasa's point of view, but this isn't the case anymore. She's thinking more about saving the world at this point. So at least for me, there are 3 ways of interpreting this. She'll protect him of his monstrous side, of becoming more, even more of a monster. It also can mean, because of the growl voice, that Eren has just been inserted into the song and is responding to Mikasa's question saying, I will protect you, as we saw in the last ending. And third one, even though he is giving up on her, she will protect him, and in the last part of this crazy anime, we will see her joining forces with him. This is the least probable. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this different kind of video where I was a little bit heavier on analysis and did a very light decomposing of the songs. Let me know in the comments what other songs are next. Have a blast of a day. See you next time. Peace.